guys, welcome to another episode of Enthusiasts Among Us. Today we've got Peter's 1994 single turbo Supra. It makes over 740 horsepower to the wheel. He's going to tell you about his experiences as a car enthusiast. Hey guys, so I'm with Peter. We're in his 1994 Supra. He's a huge car enthusiast. He's going to tell you a lot about his car. I myself, as a 300ZX owner, and stoked for being in a Supra, especially one of this caliber. So Peter, tell us about your car.
It's a 1994 red, built motor, built short block head, pushing methanol on the boost settings of 25 and 30 pounds. Wastegate tooling around town. It's right around 18 pounds and no meth. So it's a nice car to just go on 93 pump gas and just go anywhere.
Yeah, and you mentioned that there's like a flip of a switch, so explain that part. I found that really interesting.
So I have a boost controller under the armrest. One setting is for 25 psi. That basically adds extra load onto the wastegate, and it'll activate the methanol under full load. Second setting on the boost controller would be 30 pounds, and again that activates the methanol. Under full load it'll start spraying. It adds a little bit of power.
What's a little bit?
So wastegate is right around 550, 25 pounds is at 650, and 30 pounds is a little over 7.
Hey, first off, you know, the horsepower wars have brought cars to crazy amounts. And we're gonna go for, he's gonna show me how badly this thing boosts in a little while. But all I gotta say is, that's all you need in the car. And you told me earlier that you actually downgraded the turbo to make it more streetable, which I had full respect for. But I can't believe that you actually downgraded and you have 700 horsepower still. That's insane.
Yeah, so the car originally, when the motor was built, it had a 76, 75 millimeter turbo. It's pushing a 67, 65 precision now.
Alright, so guys, so Peter is gonna boost for us, and we're gonna get a quick demonstration of how this car pulls. Woo.
That's wastegate.
Yeah. Okay. It's impressive. That is definitely impressive. Yeah. It's more than enough for most people. And then, so like, tell us about your experiences. I know that you've owned an IS that was built, and you've owned many BMWs. You were telling me. So tell us what's been your story.
So I originally got my start when I got my driver's license. I had my first car was a Mitsubishi Eclipse GSX 98. Yeah, that car right there. It sounds really cliche, and nobody wants to hear this, but when I got my license, that's when Fast and Furious came out. It gave me the hook. So as soon as the hook was in, that was it for me. I've had the Eclipse, and then I went on to Lexus IS 300. Fell in love with that car. Went a little bit crazy and did a full Supra swap. So it had a full 2JZ GTE short block, GE head, precision 71 millimeter turbo on it, V160 get drag out of a Supra, and GS 400 rear subframe and axles. That car did a lot for me. So I got my start with that car.
Into like heavy modifications and
it took way too long to build.
Okay.
Way too long. So that was my first build, first official build. Spent way too much money on it. And yeah, at the age of 21, no kid should, well, me, I should say. I did not have, I didn't have the common sense to not do stupid shit. So it took a little bit of time for me to get used to saying this and admitting it, but I crashed that car in glorious fashion. I still remember the car I was racing against. It was a Mercedes turbo diesel, and yeah, the car don't go fast around corners. I don't take a rear wheel drive car fast around corners. I was well in triple digit. Yeah, the car the rear end just kicked out on me.
oh god.
And in triple digit speeds, there's no saving that.
No.
So
Yeah, I mean, you all right, it is what it is. I'll put it this way. I agree with you 110%. I think, track is where, maybe triple digits in a rear-wheel drive car, but regardless of what you're saying here, what I'm trying to say is that, my experience driving my Z, the fastest I'll ever take a turn is really in the 70s, maybe 80, but that's really pushing it. Like, I got to know that road so well that I'm confident without a shadow of a doubt I could do it. So I hear you. I mean, that's scary. Like, you're lucky that I assume that you didn't get really hurt.
Not for nothing. The car, all 6 sides of the car got hit. Yeah. Driver, passenger, front, rear, roof, and the floor.
Wow.
It all got sandwiched. I flipped and rolled. I don't know how many times. And when I landed, I looked to my right. My head was out the sunroof, and I could see gravestones. I landed on the side of a cemetery.
Oh my God.
That was
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's. I assume from then on out, your level of risk significantly decreased.
Yeah, so after that incident, I really, it was a hard pill to swallow. A lot of money down the drain. My ego completely gone. So after that point, I really wanted to get into learning how to drive the car and, taking the car to its limits within reason. When I say within reason, I mean actually take it out on the track. So just get my own ability up.
Yeah.
So the IS300's gone. I really wanted to get into tracking. So that led me into getting a motorsport car. Went and bought a E46 M3.
Nice.
And I think that's actually where I really learned how to wrench and learn the mechanics of a car.
That's great. And I mean, so guys, that's why I had to meet Peter, because I knew that he's such a big gearhead. So I hope you guys are really impressed with his experience and this car. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one.